Good evening to all our viewers. We are live here from Sulaibiya Cricket Ground for match number 9 between Saipem Dominators and NCM Investments in KCC T20 Elite Championship powered by FanCode. KCC would like to thank FanCode, the official streaming partner, and TCM, the commercial partner. I have the two captains with me, Shiraz Khan, the captain for Saipem Dominators, and Nasir Hussain, the captain for NCM Investments. The match referee for today's match is Mr. Imran Mustafa. Shiraz, you have the coin. Please give it a spin, please. Tail is the call. So, Saibam Dominators, Shiraz, you have won the toss. What do you elect?
We're going to bowl first.
So, the news from the sender is that Saibam Dominators have won the toss and they will elect to bowl first.
Well, good evening and welcome to Sulaibiya Cricket Ground KCC T20 Elite Championship powered by FanCode. It's NCM investment taking on Saipem Dominators. Saipem Dominators had a good first game. NCM investment fell short of 4 runs in the previous encounter against the Future Stars. Let's have a quick look at the playing 11. Nasir Hussain, Unni Mohan, pick up the batter, Diju Xavier, Indrika Mangalam, Jitin Jose, Kali Kanwar, Manjula Mohammad, Mizan Ali, Nimish Latif, Robin Matthew and Shahrukh. Saipem Dominators, Naveed, Shiraz Khan, again a destructive batter, Khadar Wali, Farooq, Mohammad Shafiq, Seema Seema plays for international Kuwait cricket. It's a brilliant weather for the second game. So Nasir Hussain and Diju Xavier. Well, I've got Jason with me. Jason, welcome to Combox.
Good evening, Varun, and good evening to all our viewers who join us live. It's going to be an interesting match tonight. NCM Investment versus Saipem Dominators. Both have a very, very healthy batting lineup. Their bowling is pretty good as well. NCM Investment, as you can see, the captain Nasir Hussain, Unni Mohan, the player of the match in their last encounter. Diju Xavier's, Indika, Jitin Jose, Khalid Anwar, Manjula, Mizan Ali, Nimish Latif, the all-rounder, Robin Matthew and Shahrukh. We are live here from Sulaibiya Cricket Ground for KCC T20 Elite Championship powered by Saipem Dominators. Javed, Siraj Khan, Khadar Wali. He was disappointed in the last match, but today he would certainly look to make a point here. Farooq, Mohammed, Pramod, Riyas, Saad, Shakir, Shiaf and Shirin.
Shafiq will start the proceedings for Saipem Dominators. What he has got for the right-hander, Diju Xavier, the man at slip, a deep and wideish third man at point in front of square, extra cover, mid-off and mid-on inside the ring. At the moment it's deep backward point and deep fine leg outside the 30-yard circle. Diju Xavier, again a very good batter, plays for Kuwait national team. Shafiq, his teammate, this time up over, wanted to go over mid on there. And first blood being drawn, Diju Xavier. He gotta go, went for a golden duck. And NCM Investment lose their first wicket.
Very poor indeed from Diju Xavier's. Wanted to hit over the mid on fielder, but unfortunately Khadar Wali, he goes for a duck.
Well, it's a good start for Saipem Dominators. And that brings Unni Mohan into the middle. A very solid knock in the last game. Right from the word go, intent was very much on. So Diju Xavier is back in the hut. How does both the batters take the things forward? Shafiq didn't have a good delivery, that was. Perhaps Diju Xavier was carried away, wanted to go bang, ended up slicing it to mid-on. Today being a Friday, 3 encounters. First one was done and dusted. And soon after this game, we have another encounter. Again, straight away slip is in place. It's a good captaincy from Shiraz Khan. Man at back order point, a square point, A deep point out of the boundary. Shiraz is staying in the form of covered man at mid-on. Interesting tactic to see there is no one on the offside in front of square as well as in front of square on the onside. Here comes Shafiq.
This time angling outside, and Unimohan, what a shot by him, up and over for a boundary. He's been in scintillating form right from their match against Future Stars, and he starts here with a boundary.
Right out the middle of the grooves there. Just opens his space. There is deep point. Was not get there. Well, I was talking about there is no one. It's a strange captaincy. No one is on the offside square of the wicket. First delivery, race away to the boundary, 4 for 1. Undi Mohan is continuing from where he left off.
Mohammad Shafiq, the very experienced bowler. He's not known to leak a lot of runs in the power play. Has an economy of 8 runs and over in the 94 matches that he's played altogether in KCC. He's picked up 79 wickets. Let's see, can he do something miracle here?
Interesting to see. Can he able to produce some swing deliveries? Can he able to purchase off the wicket? It's a good comeback on that occasion. Aiming for that extra bounce straight away. Undi Mohan hits him on his knuckles.
He's a strong man, Undi Mohan, but certainly the ball angling into him.
Extra bounce on that occasion. Perhaps Undi Mohan didn't anticipate this wicket has some purchase, but length and line has to be spot on.
Varun, interestingly, we didn't see any dew yesterday, so I think it's a batting paradise today as well. This time, Mohammad Shafiq bowls it short and wide. He wanted Undi Mohan to reach for it. It's a play and a miss.
Well, Undi Mohan on that occasion wanted to go, perhaps launch it over point. Bit lapse in concentration on that occasion because he got hurt, frustrated. But luckily, no bat involved and into the gloves of wicketkeeper.
It's been a decent over so far, just the boundary and a wicket. Can he finish it off well? Mohammad Shafiq. No, he doesn't. This time in the arc for Undi Mohan. Oh, well done by the fielder. He keeps it just for a 2.
Well, fantastic shot again. For a second, he would have had his heart in his mouth because there were 2 men, point and cover, bisecting 2 of them. Doesn't have enough legs to go all the way. And it's well fielding down at point region by Sajjad. Good over though. 6 for 1. Shafiq. Well, the previous encounter was won by Kuwait Mavericks against Kuwait Swedish. Again, it's a brilliant run chase. 195 for 5 Kuwait Swedish, and in reply 198 for 3, 82 of 49 Mohammad Khalid. A spectacular knock.
In comes Riaz Muhammad from the road end. He's an off-break bowler. Let's see, can he produce a wicket here? NCM Investment will be eyeing the leg side boundaries. Nasser Hussain, the captain. He's a fast medium bowler. Generates space though. He likes to go full and wide. This time wide off the batsman. Wanted Nasser to reach for it. Importantly, it's a dot ball. For Nasser, there's a deep point which would be interesting. This time again bowls it short wide. He's not allowing Nasir Hussain to get the ball in his arc and whack it over the deep point. There's a cover for him though. This time in the half volley, easy pickings for Nasir Hussain. He whacks it on for a maximum. That's poor bowling. This time bowls it short and wide, and Nasir Hussain cuts it, pierces the gap between point and backward point. Again the same ball and the same result. He got away with the two previous deliveries beginning of this over, but not this time. Nasir Hussain, he's raced on for 10 in 4 deliveries.
But he's showing the intent, showing that fight back. And he's continuing the merry way to score runs. 10 of 4 in 16 for 1. Mohammad Riaz there. Oh, this time he took it on the full. Again presenting full face of the bat. It's a good strategy from Nasir Hussain. Happy to be a non-striker hand. He has got already 11 from it. It's interesting to see how Mohammad Riaz finished it off. Unni Mohan, even he got a license to go bang bang. Plenty of men are waiting on the offside man at back on a point, cover, extra cover. Shot fine leg, catching mid wicket. And where does Unni Mohan gonna go?
This time again it's short and he cuts it. There was a misfield by the fielder, and due to this it's a boundary to finish off.
Well, brilliant shot from Unni Mohan. Slightly short outside the off stump, waiting on his back foot, punching it off the offside. Slight misfield as Jason mentioned, but ball had that power to pierce that gap into the point boundary for 4. 21 for 1. It's a good start for NCM investment, and the pitch is looking as a batting paradise.
It's a flat wicket, Varun. We've seen plenty of runs yesterday. The groundman team courtesy Tahir Khan, the venue manager for KCC, they've been preparing great wickets for the batsmen. So Mohammad Shafiq is back into the attack. He bowled a decent over, just conceded 6 runs of it. Can he contain the NCM investment batsman?
And interestingly, Sleepy is back. This time on the onside, Nasir Hussain, and they came back easily for second run. Well, nothing on offer at the moment for the seamers. Both the bowlers are bowling. There is no movement in the air, or rather off the deck. So far the wicket looks very flat. The last 3 games have produced maximum runs on this wicket.
This time it's short. Nasir wanted to heave it over, but in the end decides to let go. The partnership so far 23 runs in 14 deliveries. We are live from Sulaibiya Cricket Ground for KCC T20 Elite Championship, powered by Fancode.
It's a good leave from Nasir Hussain. It's a good leave.
So aggressive captaincy by Shiraz Khan. The slip would be interesting here. Mohammad Shafiq shouldn't allow this time. Nasir shuffles across the crease but plays it towards the deep backward point fielder for a single.
That's a good strategy again, perhaps anticipating that full length delivery. It's a clever batting again. Now cover drops back to deep extra. That means someone from the onside had to accumulate that 30-yard circle, because a very strong player, Unni Mohan. It's a good captaincy from Shiraz as well. Plenty of protection on the offside.
This time the fielder is interested. Is it the catch or it's a maximum? Yes, indeed. Let's just have a look at the replay.
A slightly short outside the off from slicing it. Man at deep backward point looked interested, but the ball burst through from his hands. Saad Sajjad frustrated, and nevertheless Unni Mohan got a maximum there. And Mohammad Shafiq is going outside the off stump, is giving much room for Unni Mohan. That's not kind of a length you would expect to bowl, because he doesn't have a luxury of more fielders outside the 30-yard circle at the moment.
Unni Mohan looks in great touch today. He's been timing the ball pretty well. Not looking to hit hard, but with the timing. This time he strays down the leg side. It's a wide. First extras for Saipem Dominators in this match.
Well, Mohammad Shafiq saw Unni Mohan shuffling across the stumps. He wanted to follow him. The idea was right, but the length was wrong there.
He's certainly feeling the pressure by the mighty Unni Mohan on the crease.
The last few overs have produced some good runs.
This time Unni Mohan wanted to hit it over the mid-off fielder. Tried to hit it way too hard. There was no timing at all. Lucky enough, it fell short.
I think that it hits him on high bat. That's why it had no timing whatsoever. Mid-off fielder on the bounce to him. No damage at the end. 31 for 1. The lights are on. Sun setting. It's a beautiful atmosphere as Shafi comes in. This time gets set to end of the bat. Change of pace. It's a good decent comeback from Shafiq there. 3 gone. 31 for 1.
They've been doing well in some investments, 31 in 3 overs, scoring at 10 runs and over. They would certainly look to get a couple of more, utilize the 6 overs. If Saipem Dominators, once the field restrictions are out, they would look to contain the runs. They have the firepower in their bowling. Saad Sajjad, it's not easy to hit him, picked up a couple of wickets in the previous encounter. 4 wickets to be precise. He would toss the ball up and he would invite the NCM batsman. The Silenko Express batsman fell for his trap.
Well, Nasir and Unni Mohan both are very good players against the pace, and it's a good strategy from the skipper to bring back Saad Sajjad. Still 3 overs to go of the power play. This time started up the leg stump there. Half-hearted appeal from Saad Sajjad. He knew the ball pitched on the leg stump.
This ball was meant to be hit. Nasir Hussain missed it completely. It was shot, but lucky for him, it was staying down the leg. This time he defends well. It's a great ball by Saad Sajjad.
Yeah, he has the variation. Sometimes he does that wrong un. Or this time have a look at that straighten and hits him high on the pad. This is how he's so magnificent. He has that variation changes.
This time a bat ball straight down the legs and easy pickings for Nasser Hussain.
Oh, this had to be put away. It was in the slot of Nasser Hussain, leg stump half volley. That has been decimated over backward of square leg. Powerful hit. The runs are coming with ease for NCM investment. What do you reckon? What would be the strategy from Shiraz Khan, the skipper?
This time it's up in the air, the fielder. Oh, that's a catch. It's a bad shot by Nasser Hussain. He wanted to heap it on the onside, completely mistiming it. And Saad Sajjad gets the wicket for Shiraz, his captain.
Well, Nasser Hussain on that occasion tempted to go big. At the end, it's just elevation, no distance, and Shiraz Khan a short mid wicket. Again, Nasser Hussain got a start, failed to convert into big one. He got a go, and they lost their second wicket. Nasser Hussain, good cameo, quick runs up the order, but 20 out 12, he'll be disappointed.
In comes the experienced Nimesh Latif, the all-rounder for NCM. He's been the pick of the talents, technically very sound, very strong on the offside.
Interestingly, change up bowling works for Shiraz Khan. Two pacers were operating from both the ends. Saad Sajjad been brought back, introduced for the first time. Third delivery went soaring over mid-wicket, backward a square leg, beg your pardon. And the next delivery, Nasser Hussain is back in the pavilion.
He's a smart captain, I would say, Siraj Khan. Pretty experienced, a healthy batter. They has right away slips introduced. This shows, in T20 we see more of defensive tactics from the captains. Not so here.
The slip is in on. Man at point cover, extra cover, mid off. There is no one behind square apart from short third man. Here comes Saad Sajjad. As Nimesh Latif wanted to play on the offside, literally reaching out for that delivery.
It's always an interesting contest, left arm bowler versus the left arm batsman. And Nimesh Latif will try to dominate the bowler, will not let him settle. He knows how important Saad Sajjad is for Saipem Dominators.
Again, well tossed up delivery and perishing. A simple chance at backward a point. That's why Saad Sajjad has been brought back, and he got a second wicket. And Shiraz Khan is absolutely happy, man.
Nimesh Latif, what have you done here? He departs for a dot without troubling the scores. NCM in a spot of bother at the moment.
Mohammad Mizan Ali, Nasser Hussain got out, and then it was Nimesh there, poor shot. So 2 wickets falling in quick succession, 38 for 3. What a brilliant over. Saad Sajjad again is continuing habit of taking some quick wickets and denting the opposition. Now pressure is on Mizan Ali. He's got a slip in place, point cover, extra cover, short cover fielder in the form of Shiraz Khan, catching mid wicket, fine leg.
Shiraz looking for a wicket here. Very aggressive. All the fielders are inside the 30-yard circuit. Packed offside field for Mizan. He's an experienced campaigner though. Likes to anchor the innings and then go berserk at the end of the innings. It's a strong appeal. It's going down the leg. It's the end of over number 4. End of a very eventful over. Just 6 runs of it. 7 runs, beg your pardon, with 2 wickets. The tail so far for NCM Investment. Nasir Hussain getting them the start. 20. Diju Xavier is disappointed today. Unni Mohan is on the crease for 16. Sajid is clearly the pick of the bowlers, just conceding 7 runs and picking up 2 wickets.
Well, the power play certainly belongs to Saipem Dominators after the quick 2 wickets in the last over. And surely now it's rely on Unni Mohan. But the previous LBW decision was clearly missing that leg stump. Time for more spin, and now it's Shiraz Khan.
The wickets might have fallen, Varun, but NCM have a very strong batting lineup down the order. They can turn things tide from here as long as Unni Mohan and Mizan Ali are there on the crease.
It's going to be a good contest between bat and ball. 2 strong teams, Saipem Dominators and NCM Investment. It's interesting to see how things unfold from here on.
This time in the block hole had no chance for Unni Mohan. He gets back to it, and it's a dot. These dot deliveries will hurt them inside the power play. But nevertheless, the intention here would be to anchor the innings, get some runs going, and then try to increase the pace.
The previous delivery looked very interesting there. He wanted to take Shiraz Khan downtown, almost yorked himself. Lucky escape. Unni Mohan is trying everything. 16 of 9. Well, now deep wicket has been placed. The man at long off. This time pushing it on the mid-off region. Wanted to take a quick single. Unni Mohan sent back his partner at the right time. But that's the last thing you would want if you are an investment. 38 for 3, struggling.
The current run rate dropping down to 8.5 an over from 11. This time Unni Mohan walks it on to the offside, straight to the mid-on fielder. The runs suddenly have dried up at the moment. It's great bowling by both the spinners. 3 dot balls, the pressure on Unni Mohan.
Sajid is everywhere.
This time,
as he find the man at long off, Jason.
Can you believe it, Varun? Can you believe it?
Absolute poor from Unni Mohan, that one. He was itching to go big. Have a look at that replay again. The tossed up delivery, nice floated. He went, no timing at all, and picked out long off to perfection. Another one bites the dust, and this time it's a big wicket of Unni Mohan.
So Manjula Prasann, the mighty Sri Lankan.
Well, the showman departs. A sort of real trouble for NCM Investment. Power play overs are not still 1.2 overs away. And they have lost 4 wickets, 4 key batters: Nasir Hussain, Diju Xavier, Nimish Latif, and then the last batter, Unni Mohan. And now it's up to Manjula Prasann and Mizan Ali. Shiraz Khan got a feather in this over. First 4 deliveries, nothing. Good strategy from Shiraz Khan, clever captaincy.
This time inviting the batsman to come, but slightly fuller. Misfield, and it allows them to take a quick single.
Yeah, that was very quick single there. The push to mid-off.
Just one run conceded so far. Siraj has been very disciplined. Can he finish off well with a wicket or a dot ball here?
Easy eyeing for another wicket. Easy eyeing for another wicket. Where does Mizan Ali gonna go? Oh, this time he literally had a wicket on this delivery. Fantastic stuff. 5 gone. It's 39 for 4.
Saipem Dominators, 4 bowlers introduced. Mohammad Shafiq bowling 2, the rest 1 each. Riaz being the expensive, he's conceded 15 runs. But nevertheless, the danger batsmen are back in the dugout. Sad Sajjad to continue from the road end.
Such some prolific figures for him. Previously, first game 4 wickets, and now he started out with 2 wickets in his very first over, and that's why he's so good. He's so good, so mastered. Saipem Dominator bowlers just ripping through. NCM investment top order.
Oh, that's a great delivery by Sad. Manjula works it on towards the short third man fielder for a single, gets Mizan Ali back on strike. Their strategy now, I think, Varun, would be to keep rotating strike, catch some runs on the board and go up the ante.
But they need a good partnership going. They have lost 4 wickets inside the power play. It's not a good sign for a top team. And now it's left to these 2 batters to marshal the side and put up a good score. Mind you, Saipem Dominators have a very good batting lineup as well.
There seems to be some confusion. The umpire discussing with the long on fielder. Nevertheless, Siraj Khan would be very happy. He won the toss and he had no hesitation to field first. He knew the strength of his team and they can chase down this target, whatever NCM will give them. And his bowlers have given him, and he himself picking up 1 wicket.
Happy man, isn't he? Oh, this time it's a quick, good appeal. Again, the umpire says drifting down leg.
We have the experienced umpire with us today, Naresh. He'll be very accurate. He will not fall under the pressure of the fielding side. This time gets a top edge. Everything is happening here at the moment, Varun. Leading edges, missed time, shots.
Oh, this is what the pressure does when you lose 4 wickets top order for nothing. In fact, inside the power play, that adds pressure. It's a testing time for the middle order. Again, this time full length delivery hits him on the pads. How often, in fact, how many times did we see Sad Sajjad going up? When anything hits him, hits the batter pads, he just go up.
This time a bad ball, straying way outside the off stump. Easy picking for Mizan Ali. He walks it on to the offside for a comfortable boundary.
That's a gift. It's a rare gift from Sad Sajjad. Half tracker outside the off stump. Enough power on it through the offside. Boundary that will surely increase some confidence, and it's a welcome boundary for NCM investment as well. Again picking up that spot of the offside, but this time no much power on it. 6 gone. NCM investment 45 for 4. And now Shiraz Khan has a luxury of 5 fielder outside the 30-yard circle. Man at deep extra cover, long off. Man at cow corner. There is a deep mid wicket and deep square leg.
Just I'm inviting Mizan Ali to drive him through the offside, straight to the fielder at point.
It's a very tricky phase now for NCM investment. They have to score runs as well as they have to preserve the wicket.
Just a bit short. Mizan Ali walks it on to the offside. Could have been stopped by the extra cover fielder. Nevertheless, they sneak in a run, gets Manjula on strike.
Well, I was just mentioning about NCM investment need runs, they need a partnership, and as well as they have to preserve the wicket. So if you are a NCM skipper, what would be in your approach, Jason?
I would certainly look to get the singles first, not try to be too eventful, not try to be too animated. Respect the good balls and play on the bad ball. This time he heaves it on towards the offside near the short third man fielder. Comfortable too in the end. The bad balls will come, Varun. They need to respect the good balls and try to get the maximum out of the bad balls, but there's not going to be too many bad balls from Saipem. The two experienced bowlers, Shiraz and Sat Sajjad, from both ends.
Well, now we've got a short third man in place, as you precisely mentioned. Very rare occasion you would expect a short balls or poor deliveries. What a fielding effort display there at cover region, denying a single run. So far so good. It's very tight over. This time he wanted to cut, not that short enough to cut. He got to be very careful here. There is a short third man and point fielder inside the ring. Anything top edge may carry to both the fielders.
This time he tried to cut completely. It's a miss. End of a very good over. Just 3 runs conceded. 7 overs gone. It's 48 for 4. Excellent weather conditions today. There's not much dew. You cannot see the towels anywhere. NCM investment have Indika to follow up. Khalik and Robin Matthew, recognized batsmen. They would try as much as possible to let Mizan Ali and Manjula be on strike.
Well, you mentioned about dew. It's a good sign, especially a team who is chasing. And NCM investment, they will later bowl, and it is a good sign for them as well, because the dew factor always have an impact. So continue. It's a nice flighted delivery, hoisted that one, well over, long off.
So Mizan Ali decides that he's going to attack Sat Sajjad. He's not going to bow down under pressure, and this will certainly release the pressure.
It's a brave shot under pressure, mind you. This time, look at that comeback from Saad there. The previous delivery was coming into the right hand, and this time it was going away. Brilliantly played from Missan Ali, forcing the batter of the back foot. Brilliant dive on the offside, saved certainly a single.
He's been bowling short and wide. That's why Mizan is having some sort of trouble. He walks this one towards the offside for a comfortable single. Let's Manjula face the left arm bowler Saad Sajjad.
Well, it's a left and right hand combination. A left arm bowling, a left arm batter. Again, an interesting combination as well.
Don't you think left-handers are always pleasing to the eyes whenever they bowl or bat? This time tossed up. Manjula comfortably walks it onto the onside for a single. It's been a good over so far. 8 runs already. The partnership 18 runs of 19 balls.
Well, they are going run a ball at the moment. This is a good sign for NCM investment. They are not risking their wicket.
A strong appeal, probably going down leg. Let's wait for the umpire. Yes, he confirmed it was going down leg. It's the end of over number 8. It's 56 for 4.
Well, straight away, Saad Sajjad knew. Just an animated appeal there. Oh, that's been a story for NCM investment after sending into bat for Diju Xavier. Not trouble, the scorer went for a golden duck. Nasir Hussain started off well. Unfortunately, fell for Saad Sajjad. So after 8, it's 56 for 4. And now he got a new bowler to operate. It is going to be a pacer. Now spin was operating until now, and now a time for pump pace. Again, Riaz Mohammad went for 15 in first over, has been brought back into by a skipper because both the dominating batters are back in the hut.
These batsmen, they do like pace. Interesting tactics though from Siraj Khan, the captain. Shot and wide. Manjula walks it onto the offside. Straight to the fielder at point, and it's for a dot.
Well, there was a room for Manjula. Certainly missed out on that occasion. Point and backward a point inside the ring. And there was a big gap between both of them. But slicing it to point on that occasion.
Full toss from Manjula. Beg your pardon, from Mohammed. Manjula suddenly missed out on this one.
Well, in fact, if you see Manjula, how he was operating with the spin and now how he has changed his approach, that means they are liking that pace.
Change of pace from Mohammed.
It's a close call for that wide delivery. Plenty of things in this over. Change of pace, slower through the air.
Mizan Ali having a word with Manjula. Rightly so, he needs to rotate the strike, not consume too many dot deliveries. Already 3 dots so far.
Interestingly, 3 men waiting behind square. This time he's slicing it, and that will run away to the boundary for 4. Well, he was aiming for that offside region. This time he gets it in his arc. Somehow he managed to find the outside edge and ball carried to the fence.
Anything outside of Manjula is going to whack it. He likes space, he likes the room. If he said he's a dangerous batsman.
And now the third man fielder drops back to deep third man. This is cricket all about. Again, he's aiming that length because he have a luxury. There is a third man behind. Anything edge can be restricted to going into the fence. Again, a decent comeback from Mohammad Jason.
Yes, he's been bowling very wide of Manjula. A short ball. Is it going to be wide? No, it is. It's one for the over. End of over number 9. NCM 60 for the loss of 4 wickets.
That's a good, decent short delivery to finish it off the things there. A fantastic comeback from Riaz, going for a 15 runs in the very first over. A change of bowling strategy worked for Shiraz.
It's drinks break on the field and drinks break here also at the combox. There's a change in bowling. Siav Rafi comes into the attack. It's spin now from the road end. Spinner's having a good day today. Can he do something different?
Saipem Rafi, again very good numbers for him. As this time started off with a wide delivery, where Shiraz Khan suddenly realized there is something for spinners. This time there was enough room for the batter. Single down to sweep a cover. It's excellent to see how these batters, in fact nice to see how these batters rotating the strike at the moment. The NCM investment, they want something different from here on. It's not only singles, they got to put away some odd deliveries.
Inviting Manjula to come down the crease. He works it on straight over the long on fielder for a maximum.
Well, I've been talking about they have to change their strategy. Manjula heard that commentary coming down the wicket and go a wide long on fielder for a maximum. They're taking Saipem Rafi there downtown. 68 for 4. Or is this third over? Can change the momentum slightly. Change of ball there. The previous delivery, he loped over long on. Well, now pressure is on Saipem Rafi. Some 8 runs so far in this over. Plenty of protection. The offside square point. This time short outside the off stump. Manjula staying deep in his crease, placing it on the offside. Both these players are doing a decent job for their side so far.
Saipem Rafi in his last encounter versus Selenco Express, bowling just 2 overs, he picked up 2 wickets for the side and conceded just 13. This time a strong appeal. The umpires is not interested. Mizan Ali had no clue on this one.
That's a good gathering from the wicket keeper. You would have thought that in the process he might have gloved it. The umpire was very firm on that occasion.
We are halfway through the innings. 69 runs so far. Mizan Ali plays the paddle sweep. Is it going to race all the way for a 4? Yes, it does. Easy picking this for Mizan Ali.
Was a poor stuff from Saipem Rafi there. Picked his player, the short fine leg inside the ring, slightly away from his body. Runs are coming now. 73 for 4. Last delivery to go at the halfway stage.
It's an expensive over, 13 runs already. Mizan Ali suddenly would look to score a couple of more. Works.
Very sensible from Mizan Ali on this occasion. 10 gone, 74 for 4.
That's the match summary so far. 74 runs for NCM Investment. Nasir Hussain got the start, couldn't get going. Mizan Ali 19 of 18 run a ball. Unni Mohan, the star in the last encounter, was Future Stars, scoring this 16, playing a very bad shot. And Manjula 16. The bowling from Saipem Dominators, Saad Sajjad 2 overs for 21, and Mohammad Shafiq picked up 1 wicket, conceded 16, and Shiraz, the captain, leading from the front, just 4 runs conceded, picking up an important wicket in his first 2 overs. Muhammad Riaz to continue. Bowls it short. Mizan Ali, great pull shot, but straight towards the deep mid wicket fielder. The run rate slightly getting better. It's reaching 7.5 at the moment. But the batsmen look set. They would like to take on things from here. Probably look for a boundary every over. Change in pace, going slightly fuller. Manjula easily walks it on to the offside for a single. It's the need of the hour. The singles are the need of the hour at the moment. Wait for the odd bad ball.
And again a good strategy, but interesting from Shiraz Khan why he opted Mohammad Riaz there. This time coming down the wicket, sure sort of some aggression. The wicket keeper released the ball hits the timber. But Mizan Ali was home on that occasion. The keeper is very, very active. And sometimes you need that proactive character on the field.
Once again a short ball to Mizan Ali. He misses completely Mizan. It's a play and a miss. They've been bowling short to Mizan. Do you think they've got his weak point?
Well, if you see that shot, how Mizan Ali played, he was nowhere close to the line of the ball. Had he stayed very close, he had a chance to go bang over mid wicket. Playing away from now, he covered his stump, shuffling across. That forced the bowler to go a fuller length, but drifting down leg, wide signal. It's all happening here at the Sulaibiya cricket ground. That's why we are here broadcasting live from Sulaibiya cricket ground, KCC T20 Elite Championship, powered by Fancourt. We had a brilliant run chase in the first encounter rather. Swedish versus Mavericks. This time power down the ground, but doesn't have enough power to reach the fence.
In spite of that wide, it's a very decent over so far. 4 runs conceded. 5 runs, beg your pardon.
Well, but if you see Mohammad, the way he has bowled the first over, there has been significant changes from him, courtesy to some variations he has in his under his belt. So 11 gone. Again single to finish it off.
The umpire is very vigilant, having a look at the pitch. They'll be checking if for the marks of the bowlers. The umpires for today, Mr. Naresh. So Mr. Naresh, the umpires, and Mr. Parker, the two very experienced umpires for Kuwait cricket.
Sayyaf Rafi to continue. This time Mizan Ali playing it with ease. Mohammad Shafiq was a fielder on that occasion.
There's a strong appeal, probably going down leg. Saif Rafi, he wanted this wicket. Let's have a look at the replay. Yes, clearly going down leg.
Yeah, pitched on the leg as well. This time on the full, he used it down the ground. A very interesting partnership. A runner ball, they're going at the moment. Mind you, they lost 4 of the batters inside the power play, and since then it's Mizan Ali and Manjula Prasann stitching some partnership in between, some scoring good runs. A very handy partnership. He always provides that momentum. And this time Naresh signaling it as wide delivery. Lost of extras being bowled.
These are free gifts for NCM investment. Mizan Ali, comfortable shot, works it on towards the offside for a maximum.
Well, what I liked about this shot was no one moved an inch. He knew as soon as he left from the bat. Have a look at Mizan Ali. Just watching the ball, he knew it is going to be a maximum. And Mizan Ali have started to change the gear.
He's a confident lad, I must say, Varun. Very smart batsman, very smart cricketer. He senses the situation, plays according to it. Whenever his team requires, he will slow down the pace of the innings, increase it at the right time. And certainly decided now that he would increase.
Well, it's a risk-free cricket, risk-free shot.
Again going down on one knee. Let's wait for the umpire's signal. Is it a wide or is it a leg boy? No, it's off the bat. A single nonetheless. It's been a good over. So far, the current run rate getting better with every over. It's 7.6 at the moment.
This time Manjula Prasann wanted to play that one behind square. He had that luxury. At the end, he made a mess out of it. 12 gone. It's 94 for 4.
We are in for an exciting contest between Saipem Dominators and NCM Investments. What do you reckon, Varun, is a good score for NCM to defend from here on?
Well,
We still have 8 overs to go though.
180 was not enough. 200 plus was not enough. But considering the fact that NCM Investment have got a good bowling lineup, well, I would reckon if these batters stay till the end, 160 is pretty much on the cards. So Mohammad, 3 overs, 25 wicketless. Riaz Mohammad there. Again, he's been brought back. So final time. No, suddenly it's changed. It's Shiraz Khan. So Shiraz Khan himself is taking the responsibility. What he have got for Sulaibiya.
You predict 160, correct, Varun? The projected score tells us 150.
He got a point.
Oh, great ball at the moment. Shiraj not giving anything away for the batsman. He's been the exceptional so far. He picked up just 1 wicket though, but conceded only 4 runs in his first 2 overs. This time a bad delivery, staying down the leg. Easy pickings for Mizan Ali. He walks it on towards the onside for a single.
That's a good fielding behind square. Man, a deep backward of square leg. Throwing himself. A lot of field changes, left and right hand combination. And now suddenly you got a man at short third man. Point is inside the ring. Short extra cover. Sweeper out on the boundary. Wide-ish mid-off. Long on. Deep mid wicket, deep square leg. This time Manjula Prasann dragging that one outside the off stump on the onside. Finds Sajjad at mid on there. Riaz, beg your pardon. It's a dot ball. Couple of dot balls in this over.
Tried to go big, misses it completely. And missing the keeper as well. Let's wait for the umpire's signal. Is it going to be a bye?
Well, Manjula Prasanna wanted to go a glory shot there. Look at that power and bat swing. It completely derailed the keeper.
What a spin! What a ball by Shiraz! The timber of Manjula is off.
Oh dear, goodness me, what a delivery. A perfect leg spin. It spun sharply and hits the top of the off stump. I didn't see anything. Spin from any bowler as of now. Manjula Prasann. He departs 19 out 23. But what a way to get rid of Manjula. Jason, have you seen something special on this wicket? That you've been commentating from the last few matches. But that wicket was absolutely spot on.
I would say this has been the best ball so far from Shiraz. He has the skill within him. We saw this versus Selenco Express, and today he's produced a miracle of a ball.
It reminds me of Shane Warne.
The umpire telling him that they're short of time. They need to hurry things up at the moment from here. He picked up 2 wickets. It's considered just 5 runs.
Lindika. He comes and this time he launches that one. Leg stump off volley. Not a good delivery for a newcomer. Soaring over deep mid wicket.
The match safari so far, it's 99 for 5 after 13 overs. Mohammad Mizan, he's at the crease, he's played 30, almost a runner ball. Saad bin Sajjad picked up 2 wickets. Siraj picked up 2 wickets as well, conceded 11 runs in his 3 overs.
Indika strategy is very good. First up, he did wait
He's known for this, Varun. And anything in his arc, he would just throw it back away. Mizan Ali walks this one towards the offside, straight to the deep extra cover fielder.
Well, sweeper out on the boundary. 100 comes up for NCM investment. It's a good time to come 100. But they were struggling at one stage. Sajjad has been brought back. This time piercing. This time it didn't get a time to pierce that gap straight into the hands of point fielder there. Indika already have a maximum in the last over. Again, but he can't hit. He can't target Sajjad so easily. A very clever bowler. Well, what would be Indika's approach from here, Jason?
He's an aggressor. He's not meant to be a defensive player. Anything that comes onto him, length delivery, is going to whack it over. He tried to go this time but misses completely. Thankfully for him, the ball was well over the leg stump. Mizan Ali, yes, rightly so, giving him a piece of advice. They need to look for a partnership. He cannot just throw his wicket away. Tossed it up. What have you done, Indika? He's gifted this wicket away.
Well, playing all over, missing that line of the ball. Look at that replay again. Wanted to play downtown, not read that line correctly.
You can clearly see the dejection on Mizan Ali's face. The advice given to Indika, he has not followed it at all. It's the end of his innings. NCM in a spot of bother, 6 wickets down.
Well, Jason, if you see the scorecard, it's 100 for 6 in 13.5. That means still 6 overs to go from 36. If they can fetch 60, the scorecard would look better at the end of the 20 over 160. Nevertheless, the players are just coming and going. It's a batting, not the batting paradise. It's just a batting parade, I would rather call.
Great analysis, Varun, indeed. It's only Mizan Ali who's stuck at the other end. He's been waiting. But the batsman Manjula did support him. Sajjad, he's been feeling the confidence. 3 wickets in his spell. What great bowling from him.
Yeah, fantastic numbers. Those numbers says all the story. 22 for 3 in each 4 overs. 14 gone is 100 for 6.
Syed Rafid to continue. He's been expensive so far. 24 runs conceded in his 2 overs. He would try to sneak in some dot balls, build the pressure on these batsmen. Pulling it short, Mizan Ali comfortably work it on towards the leg side.
Well, Syed Rafi has been expensive in his first 2 overs and now he's been brought back.
It's Khalik Anwar on strike now. He would try to get Mizan Ali as much of a strike as possible in the remainder of the overs. This time he goes down leg. Was there a chance for a catch? When I need to look at the replay.
Mizan Ali 32 of 29. Well, what will be his approach from here on, because he has just lost his partner. This time he took it on the full, presenting full face of the bat down to Riaz there. I'm sure this over they will just rotate the strike, and then at the back end of the innings It means from 30 remaining deliveries, we can see the flourishing coming out. The next delivery, this time placing it behind square.
It was a bad ball by Rafi. He was straight down the leg side. Lucky for him though, the batsman played it straight towards the deep square leg fielder.
Well, 4 deliveries resulted in 4 runs. Oh, this time good one. It's a good one from Saif Rafi. Mizan Ali wanted to perhaps go big on that occasion. The last minute, the length was not there for him.
This Mizan Ali works it on towards the offside. The fielder at cover. Siraj, he thought he had a chance. It's a good over though, conceded 5. Let's have a look. Oh, he fell short, he did his best. It's the end of 15 overs. NCM investment 105 for 6.
Well, Mohammad Shafiq has been brought back into the attack now for his remaining 2 overs. First 2 overs went for 16. He got a breakthrough as well. He got a wicket of D. Juzevia. Was caught in the mid-on region. Well, how these batters gonna handle Shafiq now? They are excellent players against the pace. How they handle, that will be the question mark. Mizan Ali.
Down the ground towards the offside fielder for a single.
Well, Mizan Ali is a guy now. He has spent some time on the wicket, realized how important his wicket will be. He got to accelerate from here. Let Khalik Anwar play anchoring role because last 29 deliveries left. This time Khalik Anwar short of a length delivery there, wanted to poke down perhaps towards that third man region. No bat involved. This is what the pace does. Shafiq at his best in this over so far.
Bowls it short. Khalik Anwar wanted to heave it over the leg side. Misses it completely. They cannot afford to consume balls at the moment. 2 dot balls in a row for NCM investment.
A strange strategy from Khalik Anwar. A short ball, wanted to heave it perhaps over square leg. Anything top edge would run away, third man fence. This time what a comeback, what a delivery from Shafiq there. Excellent over so far.
This ball right in the block hole, the back end of the innings. The captain entrusts Shafiq to contain the runs and pick up a wicket for him. Certainly this over will build up pressure on NCM investment, especially on Khalik Anwar. He's been 2 runs so far of 6 deliveries. He's trying to hit hard, but there's no timing at all.
And that's very poor from Khalik. He got a Mizan Ali on the other end, stranded. So sad batter. Your work will be just to rotate the strike, get bat on ball, and nudge the single around the corner.
The partnership just 7 runs in 12 deliveries.
He just wasted 4 valuable deliveries, in fact 3, just to swing the bat. Is not the kind of cricket you would see from Khalik. Mizan Ali, what is in store for him? This time slicing it, but there's a man down at sweeper cover boundary. Just a single. Nevertheless, it's a good over for Dominators and Shafiq. 16 gone. 108 for 6.
It's Siraj to continue. He will bowl his last over. He's been very good so far. 11 runs conceded, picking up the 2 crucial wickets. What a spin. He's been spinning it exceptionally today. Mizan Ali wanted to play it inside out over the mid-on fielder. This time reverse sweep. There's a strong appeal by the bowler. The umpire looks not interested. There's certainly a bat involved here. Mizan Ali, just a single. Yes, clearly it went off the bat. Khali Kanwar plays this one on the onside, straight towards the long on fielder. It's only singles at the moment for NCM Investment. Just 2 runs in the first 3 deliveries of Shiraz Khan. Tossed it up. Mizan Ali wanted to heave it over. What an exceptional catch from the short third man. It's Khader Wali.
Well, catching has been excellent. A fantastic catch from Khader Wali. Look at that again, replay. Shiraz Khan slicing it. He is the batter on that occasion. Look at that perfect dive to perfection. He judged that catch in such a way that you could send that batter back to the pavilion. Mizan Ali run a ball, but was not enough. Again, a great innings from him. Undone for Farooq at short third man.
Shahrukh Kudus to take the strike. NCM Investment would try to get as much runs as possible in the next 20 deliveries. Siraj Khan playing a captain's innings.
Well, what Saipem Dominator bowlers have done is that they have not let the opposition run away easily. When the partnership was building, they stopped the bleeding all as the next delivery. Was there a chance? Was there a chance?
Lack of concentration from Khader Ali probably this time.
Yup, it's a genuine nick there. Yeah, interesting replay. Shiraz Khan was frustrated.
Don't you think, Varun, the over earlier from Rafi put on pressure on Mizan Ali to go for the maximums in this over?
Yeah, that was a pressure. As you rightly said, match summary again. NCM Investment, after sending into bat first, they were down, 4 down for 41. A good partnership from Mohammad Mizan Ali and Manjula Prasanth. 5 bowlers have been used so far. Mohammad Shafiq 3 overs 19 picked up a wicket. Riaz Mohammad 3 overs 25. Good comeback from him. Saad bin Sajjad again a very productive 4 overs 22 picked up 3 wickets. Shiraz Khan genius 4 overs 13 picked up 3 wickets. And Sayyaf Rafi bit expensive. Now Stanley Cherian has been introduced for the first time, again off break bowler. There is a lot of purchase for the spinners. Pace is not working. Shafiq has done an excellent job in his third over.
Shahrukh walks this one towards the leg side for a single. He will try to get Khalik as much, try to give Khalik as much strike as possible.
And Khalika 4 from 8. He struggled for his 4. This time the ball kept a bit low. He wanted to power that one downtown again, but the Shafiq is in place. Plenty of fielders on the onside. Boundary riders man at deep square leg, deep mid wicket, wideish long on.
Toss this one up, Sherian. Shahrukh works this one towards the offside. For a single, it's 3 and 3 at the moment. They need a boundary here.
Well, singles will not hurt NCM investment. This time pushing it on the offside, pressure on that fielder. Wanted to take on suicidal run there, taken at the end. Look at that, Shiraz got absolutely frustrated with his field mate.
They don't want to concede any extra run here. They know how strong NCM are. What do you reckon, Varun? How much can NCM get in the remainder of the 2 overs? This time, Sherian bowling it straight down the leg. He's given this extra.
Well, Cherian tried to bowl the quicker one there. Perhaps it's the release was not right. This time easy single. Well, surely, as I said, singles will not hurt Saipem Dominators. It will hurt NCM investment. Still the wicket looks very good to bat on.
They would try to get 140 from here on. At least 20 in the last 2 overs. And Shahrukh walks this one well over the long off fielder.
Well, stand and deliver stuff from Shahrukh. And they needed that straight down the ground. Poor delivery, off tracker. He just muscling it downtown for a maximum. 1, 2, 4 for 7. Well, if you analyze the wicket column, I don't think it's a good bowling effort. Obviously, there were some good deliveries, but to be precisely speaking, NCM investment have gifted their wickets by playing some filthy shots. What do you reckon, Jason?
I would partly agree with you, Varun. Nimesh Latif throwing his wicket on Imohan. Suddenly he did as well, but I must say Shiraz, he bowled pretty well tonight.
Well, if you see first 3 wickets, Jizu Xavier, if you see the wicket of Nasser Hussain, if you see the wicket of Nimish Latif and Unni Mohan, 4 of them got out cheaply. They just gifted their wickets. But again, it's Mohammad Riaz now. But again, I got to agree with your point. The Shiraz Khan has been spot on, absolutely spot on with his line and length variations. And Saad Sajjad equally contributing as well, just ripping through the top order. And that's why NCM investment is struggling. But many thanks to Mizan Ali and Manjula. Riaz Mohammad is from the garden end. Oh, this time, what a shot! He finds the man at long off.
Khalik Anwar trying to hit too hard, but no timing whatsoever. Gifting his wicket away. He tried to score runs as much as possible in the 2 overs, but in the process gifts it away. He was struggling right throughout. He scored 8 runs of just 12 deliveries. An NCM investment and a spot of bowler.
Well, Jason, you mentioned he's struggling. Yup, he struggled throughout. Right from the word go. Just 8 from 12. Ended up at long offense.
NCM will need to get at least to 140, 150 if they stand a chance against the mighty Saipem Dominators.
Well, that's a worth point you mentioned. Saipem Dominators are very good. Their batting has been prolific in the last game. The Robin Matthews, a new batter, comes in and he has 11 deliveries to face. But 140 on this wicket would be enough. That will be the question mark.
I don't think it would be, to be honest, Varun, but certainly it will give them some confidence, at least for their bowlers to defend. We can only wait and find out once the second innings gets going.
Well, you made a valid point. It will give something for the bowler to defend. Robin Matthew on strike.
Bowls it short, does Riaz. It's a drop. Could you believe it? It could have been 2 and 2.
Well, Robin Matthew succumbing. Look at that. Playing from staying in his crease, in the air, ballooned up. Oh, that should have been taken. A simple chance to mid-wicket fielder. And that brings Shahrukh now. A strong lad. A good delivery from Riaz. Is following Shahrukh there. He saw Shahrukh making his room. Wanted to, he would be unsquare on that occasion. He just followed him. Fantastic. Clever thinking. Well, 18.3 overs and the 19th over just going for a single. Exceptional for Mohammad Riaz.
Change in pace this time. Outfoxing Shahrukh completely.
You got to appreciate Mohammad Riaz, the way he has bowled. First over, went for 15 and then he's absolutely prolific.
He's an experienced campaigner. His Riaz, he knows how to come back. He knows how to get wickets. Bowls it a bit short. Shahrukh walks it on towards the leg side. Has this been caught?
Yup.
Yes.
Slightly short. Shahrukh finds, in fact, he picked out man at deep mid wicket to perfection. Have a look at that. There was a only fielder at mid wicket boundary, and this time, same pair of hands. Shahrukh goes for 8-run ball for him. An NCM investment losing the plot here.
Riaz for his final delivery. This time Jitin Joes.
There's a fielder setting underneath it. This should be taken. Yup. Another one bites the dust.
NCM investment
bundled out inside 90th over. A skied delivery there. And look at that man at long on. He didn't move an inch. Bucket hands. Jitin Josh didn't trouble the scorer. It's a batting summary.
There's nothing much to speak about Varun here except Nasir, who got some start. 20 only more on 16 or 12. Down the order it's Mizan Ali, who tried to anchor the innings with Manjula 37 for him, Manjula 19 of 23. Apart from them, there's nothing, just single digits. At the end, NCM they managed to score 125 in their 19 overs. The bowling lineup.
Well, 6 bowlers have been used. Mohammad Shafiq, 3 overs 19, picked up a wicket. Riaz Mohammad, 4 overs 26, 3 wickets. Mind you, he had given away 15 runs in first over. Good comeback from him. Saad again contributing 22 runs from his 4 and picked up 3 wickets. Shiraz Khan, 3 wickets, 13 runs. Pick up the bowler. Shayyaf Rafi contributing as well. And Stanley Cherian, 1 over 13.
That's the end of the first innings. Stay tuned to us. We'll be back shortly for innings number 2.
And when we come back, 126 runs for Saipem Dominators to chase down. Until then, we are sliding into a short break.
And to all our viewers, we are back in for innings number 2. For those of you who have joined us live, it's Saipem Dominators versus NCM Investment. Saipem Dominators, Captain Shiraz Khan won the toss, elected to bowl first, and what a bowling display by him. Contained the NCM Investments for 125 and pulled them out with 1 over to spare. Shahrukh, he has the ball in hand, he'll be bowling from the garden end. The bowling lineup of NCM will have an uphill task to defend this total. Shakir Hussain, the right arm explosive batsman, and with him is Khadar Wali. Beg your pardon, it's Mohammad Farooq. The umpire says play, and we are here with ball number 1. Pulling it fuller is Shahrukh, well defended by Farooq, dabs it back towards the bowler. Shahrukh, he has a peck offside field with a slip in place. Nasir Hussain, the captain of NCM Investment, would certainly be looking for a wicket. There's a point, third man, short third man, an extra cover. Farooq played this one to the onside, straight in the hands of Nimesh Latif, who's at mid wicket. It's 2 dot balls, but nothing to worry for Saipem Dominators. They have restricted NCM Investment for 125. They can take their time to reach to this. This time again, it's a fuller delivery, straight to the point fielder. Saipem Dominators, they have the luxury to see through couple of overs, get themselves in. The asking rate is not too much, it's 6 overs. There's some argument between the umpire and the bowler Shahrukh, probably stepping in the danger line. That's what the umpire is reminding him. We've seen a couple of penalty runs being given in the first couple of matches. Since then, the bowlers have been disciplined enough. I've been joined by my colleague Mr. Varun. Welcome to the Combox.
Well, thank you, Jason. It's just a runner ball required for Saipem Dominators. They have got a very solid batting order. Just they have to show the skills.
Great sportsmanship on the field. The fielder tying the shoelaces, helping Farooq. This is what you see in KCC T20 Elite Championship. It's powered by FanCode, our live streaming partner, and
this is
TCM, our commercial partner.
A gentleman game.
Try to hit this one, Mohammad Farooq. It's a play and a miss.
That's a good gathering from wicketkeeper behind the stumps. Good carry. Saipem Dominators were quiet still or not. But again, 1 to 5 is a pretty gettable target on this wicket. Saipem Dominators are trying to use the conditions, assess the conditions that if they can keep an eye on the ball, then they can start to flourish. This time solidly played up the back foot, presenting full face of the bat, and they are happy to rotate the strike. Just a single on the board, but doesn't matter unless if you don't lose a wicket. That's a good thing. One gone. Good start for NCM Investment. Let's quickly go back into the NCM Investment batting display, Jason. They did start well, but some filthy shots in the middle, and it's a good captaincy from Shiraz Khan.
Absolutely, Varun. Khali Kanwar has the ball in hand. He struggled with his bat today. He would certainly look on to get a couple of wickets for his team, get the team back in this game. They don't have much runs to defend, just 126. Khalik has a packed offside field. There's point, backward point, cover, extra cover. A wide deep mid-off. Farooq plays it towards the backward point fielder for a single. They do have the luxury now, Varun, to take singles. They'll be very happy. There's not required to be animated at the moment. This again, wait for the bad balls.
Well, they've got plenty of overs in their hand now. It's just a matter of couple of good overs or couple of good partnership to take the side over the line.
But this is T20. We cannot predict anything at the moment. Certainly, we have had low scoring totals this time. Shakir Hussain plays it straight towards the bowler. NCM do have the bowling power to restrict or to let the Saipem Dominators struggle. This time he pierces the gap in between point and backward point for a boundary.
Oh, it's a good shot. It's a rare poor delivery. It was intentionally played there, plenty of width and piercing both men to perfection. So one boundary will enough to take Saipem Dominators over the line. Well, I asked you about one question regarding how well Shiraz Khan has marshaled the troops today.
He certainly did well today, as well as in the last encounter with Selinko Express. He's a very smart captain. I've seen him in many matches, followed him well. He certainly holds a bright future. This time Shakir Hussain again piercing the gap. He tried, there was one hand. Let's have at the replay.
Again, look at that shot again. Beautifully transforming his weight onto his back foot, punch through the point region. A good technique, solid technique, head still, leaning forward.
Toss this one up, Rich Khalik. Shakir Hussain, Mohammad Farooq, he left it well enough. The equation, very simple, 119 runs required in 108 deliveries.
Well, cricket is not about every time hitting the ball. It's all about leaving the ball at times. The previous delivery watchfully lets it go into the gloves of wicketkeeper there from Hussain, 7 for naught. But that's a match summary. NCM Investment bundled out for 125. Not putting up a solid display with the bat in hand. Now point drops to deep point. Man in front of square there. A slip is in play. Short third man catching fine leg, catching mid wicket. Extra cover. Surprisingly no mid off in the equation. And man at long off. Shahrukh to continue. Pretty decent over. what I liked about Shahrukh is that he's bowling according to his plan and fielding setup. Look at that. The batter wanted to give himself a room there, and he just followed him.
He's not offering any width to the batsman. This has been the highlight for him in the first over. If he knows that any width on offer, he's going to go for a boundary, especially in the first 6 overs. This time he bowls it short. Shakir Hussain pulls it hard and well over the boundary for a 6.
Well, superb shot there, slightly short, back up a length. He was there up for it. The batter staying deep in his crease, whacks it. The mid-on fielder was up in the ring, no chance for him. And now runs started to come here. 13 for no loss.
It's been a good start for this over, 6 runs already. They will need to stay in touch with their required run rate, which is 6.5 at the moment. Their current run rate is almost 5.5.
Well, Shahrukh first over went for a single, and the second over, the second delivery, he journeyed over long on. Oh, this time a good catch taken. The fuller length induced that outside edge. Shakir Hussain wanted to play on the offside, poking at it, and he paid the price.
Do we see a repeat here, Varun, of what NCM had done? Wicket. Shakir Hussain, he played a good shot though. The previous delivery, there was nothing not required for him to go the ante this time. Nonetheless, he departs for 11 of the 7 deliveries. And then comes the next right-handed batsman, Stanley Cherian.
But if you see the previous delivery, that was well calculated and well technique in his mind. The man was short third man in place, there was a slip, and he bowled a fuller one. He knew that he would go for a drive. He gets a thickish outside edge, flies off the bat. And a brilliant catch because the ball was travelling. It's a good tactics. Shahrukh is a too good player, smart bowler as well.
The catcher Khali Kanwar, 3D aware in the match. NCM investment, they will give it all.
Cricket is all about awareness. It's all about tactics. Now you present yourself on that given day. It doesn't matter how many records you have got in the past. It's just playing your good cricket and giving your best on this day, on that day rather.
It's a full toss straight to the batsman. An animated appeal by the bowlers. They will appeal simply for everything now.
Yeah, that's an inside edge and onto the pad. That is the only thing would have saved him. It's a fuller length delivery. Had he missed the bat, would have been perhaps missing the leg stump, as my co-commentator rightly said. Cherian, where does he gonna go now?
He pulls it this time straight towards the long on fielder.
A direct hit from the long on region, wide-ish long on.
Nimesh is, he has a good throwing arm. He's a great fielder, complete all-round performer.
Has Nasir Hussain missed the trick by not keeping a mid on there?
Suddenly that long, yeah, he listens to you, he brings the mid-on fielder back. When he pushes the mid-off fielder back to long off, he knows the strength of Farooq. He's very strong towards the offside.
The square of the wicket is very strong, as you rightly mentioned. Oh, this time Shah Rukh Khan misses his follow through there. And when you're not ready, don't bowl. That's a good thing to do.
Shot this time from Shahrukh. Farooq plays it well over. He slices it hard over the boundary for a maximum.
Well, what a shot. And what a sound that was. Superb. Oh, a point. Back on a point. Soaring over for a maximum. Fantastic stuff.
It's the end of over number 3. 20 for 1. Saipem Dominators, they require 106 runs in the next 17 overs. They have 9 wickets in hand. Carryable at the moment, but you may never know. Khalid to continue from the road end. He would certainly look to pick a couple of wickets over here, possibly off the dangerous Farooq. Sherian not been able to find the gaps. He's finding fielders at the moment. He played one previous ball towards the cover, this time towards extra cover. He can take his time. He has the luxury to do it. Leaves this one. It's 3 dot balls in a row.
That's a good thing what Cherian is doing here, letting the ball go through into the gloves of wicketkeeper. It's a smart thing. The Saipem Dominators, they don't want to try some fancy things here. Again, pushing it on the offside. He's taking his time, he's buying his time because they have got plenty of time in this game.
But they also have an eye on the run rate. If they can finish it off well and as early, they can better the run rate. This time an inside edge. Sherian been lucky.
Well, the ball kept a bit low, surprising the batter. This time it placing it straight to Nasir Hussain at short mid wicket. 4 gone. A maiden over from Kali comes to an end. 20 for 1.
It was a good over from Khalik. Over number 4. Certainly would have put some pressure on these batsmen at the moment. Farooq, 8 of 9. But this Shahrukh is back into the attack for over number 3.
DJ Xavier had a quiet word with Shahrukh there. Oh, this time as he finds the gap, yep, he does. Superb, wide off, long off fielder. Farooq doesn't gonna miss out that length delivery from Shahrukh.
That's his area that he loves to hit all his runs in. He's very strong on the offside, down the V. Starts off with a 4. Shahrukh will be under pressure at the moment. He was very good on his first over, concealing just 1. Since then he's been hit for a couple of 6s and a boundary.
Interesting to see the Farooq, how he is standing.
This time it hits the umpire. Strongly hit by Farooq. The umpire is a bit of a pain. Mr. Parker. He certainly saved a boundary though.
He certainly saved a boundary. He got it right, Jason. Nasty, absolute nasty. The Farooq smoked that right off the middle of the blade there.
The umpire, Mr. Parker, we hope you're doing well.
Yeah, he's perfect, all right. Smile on his face, but again, little pain in his heart. But he's okay to continue. Nasser is quietly who is lead bowler. Slip has been removed.
Sherian this time is getting to the act, playing it towards the onside for a boundary. He gets going together with Farooq.
Well, poor delivery from Shahrukh again on the pads. Easy picking shot, fine leg inside the ring. He just swiveling. Couple of bounces into the fence. She goes 29 for 1 and 2 boundaries.
This is releasing pressure of Saipem Dominators batsman. Sherian seems struggling to get bare on ball, but this time, thankfully for Shahrukh, he gets a 4.
Well, Jason, Saipem Dominator started when 1 runs on the board in the first over, and there was a 1 wicket maiden as well, and now they started to flourish. This is cricket all about. Watch the ball and then smoke it.
Once again he pulls it hard, straight over the wicket keeper for a boundary. Runs are coming thick and fast for Saipem Dominators.
Fortune favors the brave. This time, shot up a good length, wanted to go behind square, gets a top edge there. Oh, Unni Krishnan, he can't do much about it. Unni Mohan, beg your pardon, 13 runs from this over so far. Shahrukh is leaking the run, he's a lead bowler.
Nasser Hussain would not be pleased. He certainly wanted to build the pressure after the maiden by Khalik. Bowls it wide, a length ball, it's up in the air. Fielders converging, and that's a good catch. Sherian departs for 9.
Well, Cherian wanted to go over extra cover. The ball hits him on his toe hand. And a simple chance. Finally, Cherian goes with a couple of lusty blows. Very interesting replay. The ball didn't hit him in the middle of the bat. It's just a toe end. And couldn't able to go take that extra cover fielder. Cherian, he went for 9. Saipem Dominator lost their 2nd wicket.
Is there a twist in the tail now? They've lost 2 wickets in quick succession.
Now we have got Shiraz Khan, mind you, a very talented batter. He has played a dominating performance in the first game, player of the match. Always we have good to see or excited to see how he approaches Shahrukh. He has a last delivery to face. Plenty of men around the bat on the offside. It's a very strong lad on the offside.
I would love to see a slip being introduced. Try to build the pressure on Siraj. He's their man.
Short third man. There's a man at gully. Point, cover, mid off. In fact, extra cover drops back to deep extra. There is no long off. Catching mid wicket in place and mid off in the form of the skipper. Here comes Shahrukh to Shiraz Khan. Oh, bowls in! What a delivery! Right through his defense.
Everything's happening here at the moment. To all our viewers, stay tuned. We have the 2 best teams, NCM Investment and Saipem Dominators. Shiraz absolutely had no clue.
Well, what a delivery first up to bowl. Shiraz Khan right in the block hole and through the gate and hits the base of the off stump. Is there a twist in the tail? Jason, as you rightly mentioned on the last delivery, Shiraz Khan, the showman goes.
This is T20 cricket, Varun. Nothing can be predicted. But what we like to see is an even contest between both the teams. We don't like one-sided matches. This is KCC T20 Elite Championship. And in comes Sajjad. He's been good with the ball tonight. Let's see what he can do for his team with the bat.
Oh, this is cricket at its best. NCM investment, 1 minute down and next minute up. Shiraz Khan, the big man, look at Shahrukh there. First 4 deliveries went for few runs and then he came up with something, bang bang. The previous delivery was fantastic.
He'll be on a hat trick when he comes back. He's picked up 2 and 2 in the last 2 balls of his over.
An interesting scorecard as well. 3-3 for 3.
And Khalik is back into the attack. He sneaked a maiden in his previous over. This time, is there an appeal? It's a strong appeal. Khalik is pleading. But the umpire, Naresh D'Souza, is not interested.
But they are absolutely pumped up with the last 2 deliveries. Smile on both the players' face, their keeper as well as the batter. Well, he knew he had not nicked it. Oh, this time he goes!
Everything's happening here. NCM investment. The dangerous Farooq is back into the dugout.
Oh, it's a stone dead. Easy decision for Naresh. Caught up with the pace. Right in front. And that was going to crash that middle stump. Farooq, he went for 13.
Saipem Dominators in a spot of bother at the moment. This match is evenly poised. This is what we expect in the elite level, in the elite matches. This is KCC T20 Elite Championship. We are here in for a surprising contest. In comes Naveed. It's 2 new batters at the crease. Plenty of fielders converging in. They need to get a slip in place. Try to put pressure on the batsman. Khalik Anwar has just conceded 6 runs in the 2.2 overs that he's bowled. What a match it's turning out to be. There's point cover. There's a short extra cover now. Good tactics. This time goes wide outside the off stump. The ball kept low. Naveed didn't want to take any risk on this one. Let's it go. There's no run scored so far. He's bowled a maiden. In the previous over, the current run rate is 6 runs and over. Nothing to worry.
Well, 125 runs on the board for NCM investment. It's a low chasing target, sometimes a very tricky. At one stage, Saipem Dominators were dominating the power play, and all of a sudden 4 batters are back in the hut. This is all about cricket. This is cricket for you. And look at Khalik Anwar. So far, so good.
The required run rate, however, though, is still under control. They only require 7 and over, or 6 and over, 6.5.
Well, Jason, now it's not about the run rate, it's all about partnership now.
He bowls a wicket maiden, Khalik Anwar. What a fantastic bowling display by him.
The power play overs now done and dusted, 33 for 4. But we've been talking about that run rate. It's all about now partnership. 2 batters in, Sajjad and Naveen, and they got to stitch some runs in the middle overs. It's not going to be an easy option because NCM Invest is right on top.
What a great wicket. This is turning, keeping low. Everything's happening at the moment. And it's Manjula. The spin on both ends at the moment. Captain Nasir Hussain will like to sneak in a wicket again.
Yeah, he's very pleased to see the bowler's effort. 4 wickets. And now the bowlers have a luxury. A short third man.
This time Manjula strays down the leg side. It's a wide.
And now Manjula has 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Power play restrictions have been eased. Man at deepish mid-wicket. Square leg. And now he got a short third man, bit squarer, point.
Tosses this one up. Comfortably walked on towards the offside by Sajjad.
Now slip is in place. Interesting for Navij. A backward of point, deep extra cover. There is no one on the offside apart from deep extra. Yes, we have a straight long off. This time width. An offer, piercing it on the offside.
First runs for Navij on the board. He's taken 5 deliveries to get it.
That will bring more confidence for him. He took a while to reopen his account. This time straight to point to Shahrukh there. The pressure is building up now. And NCM investment is pulling the things back with some quick wickets. Again, extra bounce. Manjula Prasanna on that occasion. He's doing the trick. Runs are not coming, runs are dried up.
Excellent captaincy by Nasir Hussain. He's got 5 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. He's trying to prevent the singles. Manjula, it's a length ball and it gets the treatment from Sajjad. Walks it out towards the onside for a boundary.
Well swept and swept hard. There is a man at deepish mid-wicket. He had no time to recover. Straight into that Sky Exchange board.
This will ease the pressure on the batsman.
That's a welcome boundary as well. This time poking at the outside the off stump. Sajjad on that occasion lucky. No bat involved. 7 gone. 40 for 4.
Saipem Dominators require 86 runs in 13 overs. They have just 6 wickets at hand. It's Khali Kanwar to continue. He's been exceptional tonight. Just 6 runs in his 3 overs. 1 wicket maiden, another maiden. And he's picked up the big wicket of Farooq.
Well, the only way Saipem Dominators can win this game by stitching the partnership. And the other way around for NCM investment, they need wickets. They have been very successful inside the power play. Khali Kanwar pick up the bowler for me. 3 over 6 runs, has picked up a wicket. Very economical. This time playing against the spin. Is not needing that length correctly. Luckily for the batter. 4.2 over 16 dots. 3.2 overs. Should have been 3.2 overs. Now man drops back, deep back on a square leg. This time pushing it on the onside. There's a man at deepish mid wicket that allowed the batter to steal a run there. 41 for 4. Again, left and right hand combination is a very difficult affair. A bowler as a skipper to rotate the fielding unit. Now point is in.
Satsita walks it on towards the offside. They try to take a second, but the fielder is right on it. They will not give away the toes easily. Our NCM Investments gonna sneak in a wicket here. Khali Kanwar for ball number 3.
Well, plenty of woos and ahs. The supporters. Khali Kanwar. Absolute Jaffa from him tonight. A treat to watch. Perfect presentation of the spin bowling. This is why you are here, the Sulaibiya cricket ground. Naveed is struggling. He struggled for his 2 runs. Oh, this time there was a width outside the off stump. Slight misfield allowed both the batters to sneak a single there. 8 gone. And a brilliant spell from Kali comes in and 4 overs, 9 runs and a wicket after 8, 43 for 4.
The equation now is 83 required in 72 balls. They can fancy their chances, Saipem. They need to play simple cricket at the moment. There's no need whatsoever to be fancy. On the other hand, NCM Investment will try hard to get the wickets as much as possible. It's Nimish Latif from the garden end. It's not going to be easy to hit this bowler. He's very smart. Bowls a perfect line and length. However, though, he was very expensive against future stars.
Again, Nimish Latif is a very good bowler. He has a very good runner-up by hiding the ball. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic things.
Naveed shuffles across the crease. He walks this one towards the onside. Will this go all the way for a boundary? No, it doesn't. It's cut off by the deep square leg fielder. Keeps it down towards 2.
Well, Jason, I've been talking about that bowling action. Keep an eye on it. He's literally hiding the ball. What is coming now?
He bowls it short this time. Naveed pulls it. Oh, that's a misfield from Shahrukh. What have you done?
Well, you got to be very vigilant when you are chasing the low scoring total, defending a low scoring total. Beg your pardon. And that time Shahrukh was a culprit. The ball sneaks through and a boundary.
In the previous over, he let go of a single due to his misfield. NCM Investment, they need to be very careful in the field. They cannot afford to let the batsman settle down. It's 15 runs partnership in 18 balls. Again, big shot gets the inside edge of Naveed. He wanted to pull this one again. The required run rate well below 7 at the moment.
A couple of dot balls and the run rate will change automatically. Oh, that spun sharply there. Fantastic delivery. We did see from Shiraz Khan the last innings. Spun sharply, hits the top of the off stump. Oh, there is a some purchase. There is a some purchase. A good sign for NCM Investment. Look at that again.
The wicket is turning. That's why it's spinning from both the ends. Nasser Hussain, he's a smart captain. I would still love to see a slip being introduced.
50 comes up. 50 comes up for Saipem Dominators in 8.5. Still long way to go. That 80 runs is looking very long way is because the 4 batters are back in the hut.
This one is spin again. It's a top edge and it's a simple catch to Shahrukh. Can you believe it? Saipem Dominators are finding a way to gift their wickets to NCM.
Well, Sajjad, he could have left it alone. He would have been in the crease. Unfortunately for him, poking. Look at that. He has spoken at it, and there was man inside the ring, point fielder, a dolly for him, Shahrukh. And the half of the side is back in that Sajjad. He went for 6, and that brings Pramod Varghese. NCM Investment is bossing the game. 54-5 from 9 overs. Is KCC T20 Elite Championship powered by Fancode. Soon after this we'll have our next game. Stack CC
versus YSCC. It's an interesting contest. Two good teams.
Well, Stack CC didn't have a good game.
Manjula to continue. He'll be certainly looking to take a wicket here. Naveed, he's struggled though, but he's managed to get 10 runs or 15 deliveries. Gives it a bit of room for the batsman to play. Naveed works it on towards the offside, takes a quick single. Gets Pramod Varghese on strike.
Well, the pressure is back on now Saipem Dominators. Half of the side is back in the hut. It's never a good sign when you are chasing a low scoring total. NCM Investment, beg your pardon, Saipem Dominators bowlers were spot on with their line and length, and that's why they reduced NCM Investment to 120. But in reply, NCM bowlers were right on top as well. This time the ball sneaks through, allowed the batter to take a single. A couple of missed fields today. One was from Shahrukh and one now is a point fielder.
So far so good for Manjula. He's given away 2 runs in the first 3 deliveries. He's kept it tight and simple. Tosses it up this time. Naveed walks it out towards the onside and straight to the fielder. A deep square leg. Could you believe it? Wickets are trembling for Saipem Dominators. They've been finding players all around the park today.
It's a poor shot. It's a poor execution. There was a man at deep mid wicket. He swept and swept hard only to settle in mid wicket hands. He goes Naveed. Again, he struggled throughout.
He goes for 11 in his 17 deliveries. He's a dangerous batsman, but he's up against a formidable bowling lineup of NCM Investments. Saipem Dominators would certainly want him to be there on the crease and get the team home. If he gets going, the going is all easy for Saipem Dominators.
Well, 52 for 6. Who would have thought at one stage Saipem Dominators were certainly dominating inside the power play, and then exceptional bowling display from NCM Investment reduced Saipem Dominators 52 for 6.
Tosses it up again. Manjula, he's inviting Khadarwali to come down the ground, hit him inside out.
The ball was very close to the bat, either into the gloves of wicket keeper there, missed by much. Oh, this time he opens his mark. He is off the mark. The punch of the back foot through point. 53 for 6. In a spot of bother. It's not a spot of bother, I would say. They're in a difficult situation.
The match summary so far: NCM Investments scored 125. Saipem Dominators, they won the toss, invited them to bat. Mizan Ali, 37 of 37. Riaz Mohammed picking 3 wickets and just conceding 26 runs. In reply, Saipem Dominators 53 for 6, they're struggling. Mahmood Farooq scoring 13 runs in his 13 deliveries, and Shahrukh Kudus was expensive in a couple of overs, but he managed to pick up 3 important wickets.
Well, bowlers dominated throughout the day tonight. Saipem Dominators bowlers, fantastic job, but he got to admire the partnership of Mizan Ali as well as Manjula Prasann made sure NCM Investment are on 125. And now Nimish Latif to continue. He has a wicket in his first over. This time quicker through the air, pushing it off the offside. He is Kadarwali on that occasion of the back foot. No run. Runs are dried up. Pressure is building up. And if there is a pressure starts to build up, you automatically gift your wicket. This time wanted to show some aggression by shimming down the wicket on that occasion, but only ended up playing it to short mid wicket to Shahrukh there. Bucket hand. Oh, this time he launched. There's a man, a deep extra cover, and he finds the to perfection.
This is not good from Saipem Dominators. They needed a partnership from Kadarwali, the experienced batsman. They are gifting wickets away at ease. And NCM Investments, what a comeback from them. Kadarwali, he disappointed in the last match against the Silinko Express. He's not able to impress today either, scoring just a single in the first 5 deliveries.
Well, it's a poor batting strategy. Mohammad Shafiq comes in. Poor batting strategy, poor technique. There was man a deep extra cover, and he straight ended up in his hands. Catching has been good today. Saipem Dominators sliding further, 53 of 7 in 10.3. But this is not the kind of reply we would like to see from the Dominators. Such a powerful batting lineup, but courtesy some good bowling from NCM Investment.
More importantly, it's 3. There's no run score until now. This would again get pressure on the incoming batsman, as well as a new batsman on crease, Mohammed. This time Nimish bowling is short. Mohammed works it on towards the onside for a single.
Well, there was short mid wicket in place for that particular shot, and clearly it was missing him. So Pramod Varghese, Nimish Latif got a 2 wickets, very important and very quick succession though. Whenever he came to bowl, he had a wicket.
What I like about NCM Investments, Varun, is that if they disappoint with their batting performance, you see their bowlers complimenting them.
Yeah, but if you see the energy, whenever the wicket fell, the energy, that fight back.
And that's the sign of a great team, you know. You do not let your shoulders drop so easily. 125 to defend. Their bowlers needed something special, and they've provided one today. It's 11 overs gone. Saipem Dominators 54 for the loss of 7 wickets. It's Manjula to continue. He bowls it slightly wide outside the off stump. Easy picking for Mohammed. He dabs it towards the offside for a single. The singles wouldn't help, but they would probably ease the pressure out of the batsman.
A slightly wayward throw from Nimish Latif there. Direct, it would have been very interesting on that occasion. Nevertheless, no damage done. This time, watchfully played, and they scramble through for a quick single. Nearly 70 runs more required now from 10 overs, very gettable, but the wicket column is worrying Saipem Dominators at this stage. This time straight into the hands of the bowler. He picked up in his follow through. It's a good bowling. The pressure was on from both the ends, and Saipem Dominators batters succumbed for that pressure. Again, this time solid defense from Mohammad Shafiq. That's what you expect from a bat number 11. Shafiq is doing it is because he has no luxury to go after it.
Have a look at the run rate column, record run rate column, Varun. It's cruising over 8.5 an over. This time Shafiq walks it on towards the offside for a single. They've only been scoring 3 runs, 2 runs and over. Certainly not helping their cause at the moment. We are live here from Sulaibiya cricket ground for match number 9. We've seen great performances so far in this tournament.
But for me, the match number has been a spot on. Our best game so far played on this wicket. 12 gone, it's 57 for 7.
It's Nimish Latif to continue. He's picked up 2 wickets in his 2 overs. This time bowling it straight towards the batsman. He's not offering any room whatsoever.
Nimish Latif pick up the bowler. Apart from the other spinner, Manjula. Exceptional numbers on this time. It's a good delivery again, covering the line of the ball. Good presentation from Mohammad Shafiq.
The required run rate now well over 9. Things are started to get worried for Saipem Dominators.
Oh, that came back in sharply there. Mohammad Shafiq knew. There are plenty of spectators cheering NCM investment.
Once again, it's couple of play and misses at the moment. There are 5 dot balls. The pressure completely on the batsman. Shafiq
Is eyeing that short third man region is because the feeder is very wide.
What a ball. What a great delivery to finish the over. It's the end of over number 13. A maiden for Nimish. It's 57 for the loss of 7 wickets.
And then the story tells everything. Over number 13 ended up in maiden 69 for 42. Equation is very gettable, Jason, but the worrying sign are the wickets.
Also the batsman, Varun, Praveen Jacob. He's a good batsman, but certainly he's in pressure. Look at the bowling performance. Shahrukh picking up 3 wickets, slightly expensive. Khalik Anwar, 4 overs, conceding just 9 runs. You can see the maidens. That's helped build pressure. Manjula, on the other hand, 3 overs bowled, 13 runs, picked up 1 wicket, and Nimish Latif. He bowled a maiden. Gave away just 8 runs and picked up 2 crucial wickets.
Well, to sum up, all the 4 bowlers contributing.
It's Manjula for his final over of his spell.
Well, what you have got for Pramod Varghese here, deep wicket, deep square leg. This time Pramod Varghese makes himself some room there, powered that one straight to man at wideish long on for a single. That will not help Dominators, or that will not help Pramod Varghese. On the other hand, it will not hurt NCM investment. This time it's a good piece of stumping there. Undi Mohan, you little beauty. And he gets rid of Mohammad Shafiq.
NCM investment looking to clean up things as soon as possible. Was the back leg in the air. Shafiq very disappointed though. But the umpire says out, and it's the decision of the umpire that matters at the moment. Mohammad Shafiq, he goes out for scoring 3. This game likely, most likely, done and dusted at the moment, but you may never know.
And Shafiq failed to drag his back leg in time there. A good piece of keeping. And now that brings Riaz Mohammad onto the middle. You never know, as you mentioned, you never know. A couple of lusty blows can change the things around. And nobody looked very confident. Saipem Dominators, no intent, no fight back.
There's the spin.
How well he has deceived the batter. Fuller length, floated.
He's a magician, Manjula. Let me tell you, Varun.
Nice floated delivery, inviting the batter, and then at the last minute leaving the batter. Oh, what a good thing to see.
Tossed up again for Mohammad Riaz. This time he walks it on towards the offside for a single. Shiraz Khan, the captain of Saipem Dominators, won the toss, elected to bowl first, did well to contain NCM investments under 126, but in reply a poor batting display from his batters. This time Pramod Varghese heaps it up into the air. Will this be taken? Yes, it does. Wickets are trembling. It's wicket number 9 for NCM investments.
But Saipem Dominator is not taking anything off the square. This time making some room, down on his knees, and ended up straight down to the throat of man at wideish mid wicket. Wicket number 9 falls, and with this perhaps Saipem Dominators winning this game. 3 of 8. A last recognized batter walking back to the pavilion. And Sayyaf Rafi comes in the middle at number 11. 59 for 9. It's a low scoring total so far. Previously, Swedish they bundled out 80 and odd runs, and Saipem Dominators want to register record here. 59 for 9. Plenty of men around the bat. Man at short forward. In fact, beg your pardon, slip is in place. Oh, this time, what a delivery from Manjula Prasann. Fantastic stuff.
It's the end of over number 14. Saipem Dominators 59 for the loss of 9 wickets. Manjula Prasanna, what a wicket he conceded.
And now Shahrukh is been brought back into the attack to clean up the things.
He will be on a hat-trick, let me tell you, Varun.
Shah Rukh is on a hat trick. It's because he took 2 wickets back to back in his last over. What does he gonna bowl and where does he gonna go? The previous delivery he has bowled Yorker. Is he aiming the similar delivery to get rid of another batter and to have that hat trick? 3 overs, picked up 3 wickets. Economy is not bothering. Shah Rukh, you little beauty. He's on a hat trick. Here we go. Well, when was the last time we saw a hat trick delivery on this wicket? The man at, he got us 2 slip, 1st slip, 2nd slip. Man at deep point, deep extra cover, bid off and bid on inside the ring. And catching mid wicket. Here we go. Shah Rukh is on a hat trick. And Mohammad is on strike. Shah Rukh comes and he bowls. So this time full length delivery, aiming for that Yorker length.
Let me tell you, viewers, Varun here was rooting for Shah Rukh to take a hat trick. He's more excited than NCM investment as well. But what a match. This is complete domination by NCM bowlers. Who would have expected Saipem Dominator batsmen to look so clueless?
This time he guided that down towards third man region, protection in the deep. That means Saipem Dominators have to wait for remaining 4 deliveries to get rid of the last pair. It's 60 for 9 in 14.2. The bowlers dominating today's game. At the end it was NCM investment. Just a final rights, the last nail in the coffin. Sayyid Rafi is or not. Here comes Shah Rukh. Sayyid Rafi is on strike. Oh, this time on the bounce to bid on there, direct it. He was home though. Shiraz Khan, time again he would look into his dismissal. What went wrong? 2 men on the offside, behind square. Oh, this time he bowls him, Castle through his off stump. And what a way to finish off this game. NCM investment, they won this game by comprehensively. And Shah Rukh there doing the cleanup work right through his gate. And hits the middle stump. That's the story. Saipem Dominators. Farooq went for 13. Apart from Shah Rukh and Naveed, no one gets going. Shakir Hussain again contributing 11 as 7. Stanley Cherian 9 of 11. Shiraz Khan, brilliant delivery. Golden duck. Saad Bijan caught 6 for 7. Naveed 11 of 17. Pramod Varghese again caught in the deep 3 for 8. Qadar Wali caught at extra cover. Mohammad Shafiq 3 of 12. Riyaz Mohammad was not out and he could hardly contribute, just merely 2 runs. 60 all out in 14.4 overs. And 4 bowlers have been used and 4 of them contributing. Shah Rukh pick up the ball of 4 wickets in 3.4 for his 28. Kali Kanwa 4 overs 9 run, again pick up the bowler 2. Manjula Prasan 4 overs 19, picked up 3 wickets. Nimish Latif picked up 2 wickets from his 3. So match summary, NCM investment bundle out inside 90th over for 125. In reply, Saipem Dominators bowled out for 60 and NCM investment won by 65 runs. We'll have a short break. When we come back, we'll have the presentation with Jason.
all for joining us for the post-match presentation of match number 9 between Saipem Dominators and NCM Investments in KCC T20 Elite Championship powered by FanCode. A big thank you to FanCode, our official streaming partner, and TCM, the commercial partner. It was an exceptional performance by the bowlers of teams. In the end, the NCM bowlers managed to get over Saipem Dominators and got them home. At the presentation party tonight, I have the level 2 umpire and deputy for KCC, Mr. Naresh D'Souza. Welcome, sir, and thank you for your presence. For his exceptional performance, bowling as well as batting, and getting 4 crucial wickets in just 3.4 overs and giving away only 28 runs. Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the match for today, Shahrukh Kudus. From the presentation tonight, stay tuned. The upcoming match of Stack CC versus YSCC. See you soon.